Well, for 15 years, Operation BBQ Relief has been feeding communities when disaster hits, and now they're looking for more volunteers.
Sean Lamy and volunteer Alan Jones are here in our Kitchen Saver Kitchen to share more about their mission and to share some really good food, too.
Absolutely.
Thanks for being here, guys.
Yeah, well, thanks for having us.
Yeah.
We want to make sure we spread the word about Operation BBQ Relief. We've started out 15 years ago in Joplin, Missouri, based out of Kansas City now, and we have a presence right here in Pinellas Park.
Yeah, so what is it exactly that you do?
So we provide one hot meal that matters at the time of disasters. We also have a couple other angles of the business where we have a camp up in the Lake of the Ozarks where we allow people to come, the first responders, military, Gold Star families, and we provide culinary to work for rehabilitation.
Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful mission.
Yeah, and you're a volunteer.
Yes.
How did you get into this?
5 years ago, I retired from the fire department in St. Pete. I was a 27-and-a-half-year paramedic, firefighter. And before I retired, I went to a Tunnel to Towers run up in Clearwater, and they were at the finish line and gave me a sandwich.
Yeah.
And you fed me, I stayed.
Yeah.
And I kept telling everybody I was going to work. I said, "Oh, I'm gonna do this when I retire. I'm going to help them. I'm going to help them." Met everybody kind of in December of 21 and wound up that week in 2 weeks later in Mayfield, Kentucky. Wow. After the candle factory, and they had a huge tornado over Christmas. And I stayed there for a couple weeks, and I haven't looked back.
Yeah, and you've been helping. So this is kind of what families would get when you go out and you help.
Right.
So you're going to prepare this for us,
So
what you would do.
What do you talk about what you're going to do
Okay,
here.
so this is a pork shoulder, but it's bone in, got good flavor. We've scored the top of it to help let the juices stay in as they render down, and also for the seasoning. So I've already scored it during the earlier part.
Okay.
And then what we just do is go all over, and we want to make sure we get it in all the nooks and the crannies. And
a lot of love goes into preparing this food.
Why make good food for these families during, something, it's probably the worst day of their lives? Yeah. Why does something like this mean so much?
Well, basically because they've just lost everything. They've been through tragedy. Like, unless you've been through it, and a lot of people here in Florida have, you don't understand what it's like. And to go out there and take the opportunity to feed them and provide a hot meal, it really, really makes a difference. And that's the one thing that we talk about after every deployment and we come back is why we do it. You feel it when you come back.
Yeah, you've made some people happy.
And then after the 2024, the problem, all the ones we had here, I actually took meals to my neighborhood where I live in Clearwater because we were without power for about 5 days.
Wow.
And, it worked. I mean, everybody was just very happy. But so I tell people, use what works. This is a commercial prepared, You'll find what your flavor profile is and what you like when you're making something like this for your family.
Right.
Some people use a binder, which is a mustard or something like that to help it stick.
Oh, I see.
don't feel you need that.
Right.
Some people put an injection of apple juice, whatever in there.
Okay.
I'm just letting it ride.
Yes. And then what's the next step after you season that?
Once you season it, just take it out of here, or you could actually do this even in your oven.
Okay.
250, 225, 250, low and slow, 8 to 10 hours. Okay. Take, just let those juices all, if it's in your smoker, just let them all go in. You want to get it to an internal temperature of about 205.
Okay.
And then one of the key things with this is you let it rest. Let it, bring them juices back in about 2 hours, put it in a cooler or something, and just let it, the juices come back into it. And the finished product we're going to see here in a second is phenomenal. So let me put this to the side and change these gloves.
And while you're doing that, you're looking for volunteers.
Right.
Yes, absolutely. We have a disaster culinary training coming up at our location here in Pinellas Park on July 18th. It'll be Saturday. You can go to our website, which I believe you guys are going to share here in a minute, but www.obr.org, and sign up. We're open to anybody who wants to help out. You don't only have to cook. You can come. There's so many different tasks that you can do, from serving food, from cleaning to cooking to prepping sides. There's a bunch of different things that people can do.
Yeah. Now you don't only help people in our community if disaster hits. You go to other places as well.
Yes, we go all over the country.
We spend a lot of time in the Midwest this time of year with all the tornadoes that have gone through Illinois and Iowa and stuff. Their deployments. So what you want to do is you can do two things.
Okay.
I like to use my hands. Okay, but you can also use the commercial things.
Okay, I've seen those before. Yeah, but you like to do it. Yeah, look at that.
Pulling it down. Okay. You mix it all in there. You want to keep all the juices. You want to, keep all that rendered fat in there. Okay. And then we're gonna just pull the top off of this bun here. Gonna bring some of this over here.
Okay.
We're gonna get it on there nice.
Oh my gosh, that's a good sandwich, huh?
Yeah, put it like that. Get a little drizzle here.
Yep. How many sandwiches can you make out of something like this?
Portion size, but you could probably get 20.
Okay.
20, 25. And then we're gonna come right over here.
Yep.
Get a little bit of our green bean casserole.
You always need a little greens, right?
That's right. Put that right there on the side.
Oh, wow.
That looks good.
So important
And
to
there
give.
you go.
Yes, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow, thank you so much.
Yeah, it's
Thank you
wonderful
so
what
much
you
for
guys are
having
doing.
us.
Yeah, that
Thank you.
website that he mentioned right there at the bottom of your screen, if you want to go to that volunteer event and you can help out as well. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.